Poinsettias are one of the best ways to bring the festive Christmas spirit into your house, but some people are a little bit intimidated about taking care of a live plant. Let's talk about how you can keep your poinsettia looking great inside your house. When you buy a Smith's Gardentown poinsettia, you're going to be getting the healthiest and best plant possible, and we know that because we grow them ourselves. Now, when you take this poinsettia home, I'm going to give you 3 easy steps about how to keep this poinsettia looking at its peak. Now, step 1 is going to be maintaining the moisture level in these plants. That's the number 1 most important thing to keep them looking good. You want a poinsettia to be uniformly moist. That doesn't mean that you want it to be soggy wet all the time, and that's something that you got to watch out for. You know, if you have, say, a saucer underneath this, or if it's inside of a foil wrap like we do sometimes, those will hold water. So what you want to make sure that you do is, after you water it, if you have any excess water down in that saucer, that you go ahead and dump that out and make sure that it's not staying too soggy wet. And on the flip side, you don't want it to be bone dry either. Now, step 2 is going to be managing the heat and cold that this poinsettia can encounter. So they are a tropical plant. You cannot put any kind of cold weather. They will not tolerate temperatures down into the 40s even without getting damaged. So these things, you want to make sure you get them inside quickly, especially if the weather's cold out. They can't stay outside. And then keep them away from any drafts. You know, you don't want to put it right next to your front door where every time you're opening the door, they're getting hit by a cold breeze. And conversely, you don't want to put them right underneath a vent where they're just going to be getting blasted by the heater. So it's good to keep them away from any kind of drafts. And then the third thing that you want to do is make sure that you get the light level. This is not as important because they're already blooming, they already have the color that they need, but what we want to do is make sure that the light stays fairly bright on them, and that's going to keep them healthier rather than putting them in a really dark spot inside your house. But if you follow these 3 tips, you're going to have some really awesome results, and you're going to have beautiful poinsettias that will be the envy of all your friends.